these bees. I set out some dry supplement for the bees to forage on to bring back. It's a little bit of a protein source. This is one of those times in the year that's absolutely fascinating. You just clouds of bees while they actively forage on this supplement. It's one of those spectacles. I just love it. You'll notice they'll come in here and they will, kind of dance around and dust around in here and try to gather as much of this supplement as they can on their bodies and on their legs, just as if it was pollen, and they'll bring it back to the colony. But after they do that, they kind of dust around in here, they get all covered up, and then they will fly up and out and they land in the grass. And when they sit in the grass that's outside here, they kind of groom themselves. They groom it off their bodies onto their legs. Holy, this is a lot of bees. And I think they're also grooming it off their eyes, because I'm wondering if this might, blind them as this dust gets all covered on their bodies and over their face. I bet you they can't see. So I wonder if part of that landing on the grass to groom has to do with them kind of wiping their eyes so they can actually see where they're going. Super cool. Well, it's 5 o'clock and the bees are telling me at 2. That and my smoker ran out halfway through this yard, so that didn't help. But we got through this yard today. What's in here? There's about 430 hives in this yard. And this is the losses we've pulled out so far. I don't know why we brought the half ton. Well, I know why we brought the half ton, because of all that. Don't want to get stuck. One of the reasons why I was so anxious to pull out on the frost, because I knew I wasn't going to get an opportunity to get back into these yards with the truck. It is wet, but it doesn't matter because the bees are out here and they're flying. So I'm not sure what percentage of loss would we have got? 10% maybe? Yeah, we'll have to do a count on the losses, but whatever it is, the losses fit in the back of this half ton out of this yard of 430, which is pretty good. I was getting kind of excited a little earlier when I went through the nukes, that the nukes are so big and vigorous, as I was thinking, oh shit, this is going to be absolutely fantastic, what I'm going to do with all these bees. But then I actually get through the rest, most of the other apiary. I've gone through 800 or 900 hives now over the last couple days. And there's big ones and there's small ones, and there's heavy ones and there's light ones. There's drone layers and just problems. And my notion about not having to feed patties, I think I tossed that out the window. We have some snow and cold coming over the next few days. Hopefully it's just the next few days and doesn't linger on into a couple of weeks. So we're going to have to get some resources onto these colonies. I have some open feed for these guys and they've accessed that for a day and a half now. Tomorrow I hope they can get back into it. But if we're shut down for another week, like these colonies, there's a lot of them have honey in there, but the combs are dry. We got to get these combs wet. We have to spark up this queen, and to do that we need to put syrup in. We have to put patties on. If they can't fly, we got to give it to them inside the colonies. So looks like as soon as we get round this first round, which is an important one, this is kind of pull out all the poor and the weak and anything that we don't want to spend time and money on, we call out. So then we can focus on everything else. With that, I'm going to help Carrie finish up this yard. It's got a few hives to center and a few hives to drop frames of feed into, and then call it a day.